Welcome to Create a Car right here in Roblox. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Piggy Car, the Silly Seal, the Offroad Vehicle, and the Unicycle Carts. Timestamps down below for those who want to see specific things. Also, we are going to be talking about the stuff going on with Schlep and the whole Roblox thing. I will have a timestamp to that particular section if you want to see me talk about it, which we'll talk about it here in just a minute because it's probably the most important thing that's been going on this week. But before we get into that, 2 levels, 5.0 kilometers here in the Piggy Cart. Let's get into it. So we're going to talk about Schlep and all the stuff that has been going on with Roblox and their issues with moderation and keeping people safe. We talked about this once before. I'm going to just go ahead and jump on into it. No question of the cart ride today. We're going to be talking about this issue because it is a massive issue that absolutely has been taking over the talk of Roblox. So if you don't know what's been going on, there is a YouTuber named Schlep who this guy, as well as a few other people, have been going through and talking to people like creators, not content creators, I don't think. Maybe YouTubers. I'm not exactly sure the full list of people they've talked to, but people within the Roblox sphere and communities, developers of different Roblox games, stuff like that. They've been basically catching these people as, well, there's no real good or easy way of putting this, but essentially as predators, child predators. They've actually gotten a few of these people arrested through essentially going through and figuring out like who they are and sending all of the information that they have to the police. And rightfully so, because Roblox does not do a good job of keeping people safe or of moderating their games and chats well enough to catch these people, to also send them to jail, to get them out of the game and to send them to jail. And this has been a very big talking point because not only has Roblox finally responded, but they've responded in quite possibly one of the worst ways possible by saying that we're basically, I think they have banned Schlep, and they have also sent Schlep a cease and desist, which basically says, hey, if you don't stop doing this, we will pursue legal action against you. Not only do they want to keep him from actually doing the thing that he's been doing, they basically don't want anybody to really talk about it. And I get that. Okay, they're big business, they're a big corporation, they want to keep their bottom line safe, their money safe, but they're also one of the biggest user bases of kids on the entire internet. And they are not doing a good enough job of keeping kids safe or moderating this stuff, because if they were, then people like Schlep wouldn't feel like they needed to do something. And they went after Schlep saying vigilante justice, as if he's like Batman or something, which I don't think is actually the case, because Schlep isn't actually going through and like arresting these people or bringing them to justice in their own way, as in taking justice into their own hands. Schlep is literally gathering evidence and then presenting it to the police, and the police are doing the arrests. So that's not what that means, Roblox. Roblox is woefully inadequate at moderating and taking care of the people who use their platform and keeping them safe. And we've actually talked about this same exact issue probably a month and a half ago. It's something that not a lot of people are even really bringing up. I have not seen many people bring it up, but are we just forgetting the Hatch event and the controversy surrounding that? Because remember, there was somebody who was in their big Hatch event who was also accused and banned for doing the same exact things that really people like Schlep are trying to go after. This person was banned from Roblox, their games were banned from Roblox, and then this person was unbanned, and not only was this person unbanned, they had one of their games featured in the Hatch event. And this caused such an uproar that it had a lot of game creators wanting to leave the hatch event, and eventually a bunch of them did leave the hatch event over this whole thing. And if you are a parent and you are hearing me and you're listening to me right now, there are games on Roblox where people are doing things that are of an inappropriate nature to the highest degree. There is an excellent video of Creekcraft speed running, essentially going into a game until he finds something inappropriate. Took him 10 seconds to find something that he shouldn't have found. It was literally as easy as joining the game, and there it was. We do have the Piggy Car, okay? Very nice looking car. I like it a lot. We're gonna move on to the Silly Seal. And I know I'm not probably talking a whole lot about the cart rides themselves. 5 levels, 5.6 kilometers. All right, we got this. But this is a topic that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be talked about because Roblox needs to do something. So I have talked about this in the past, and this situation right here is one of the main reasons why I don't have a Discord that I use for my channel. I've always said this in the past. I have a personal Discord that I use maybe twice a year. I really don't use Discord all that much, and sometimes I'll talk to some friends. But for the channel, I don't have anything open. And the reason for that is because as the channel grows and as more people subscribe and watch it and hopefully enjoy the content, it becomes more and more of a brand. And the last thing that I want to do is to ruin my brand with something that is as evil and terrible as what Schlep is exposing. So for me, I don't want to join a bunch of Roblox Discord groups for different games that I play, and then all of a sudden maybe some weird stuff is happening in those Discords, and even though I wasn't involved with it, my name is still in the user list of people who were part of that Discord. That is a big risk and a terrible association with my channel name and my brand. I don't want that stuff anywhere near my channel. I don't want it anywhere near my brand. And so I have made the decision, and I made the decision a long time ago, that if this channel ever got some sort of like following or whatever, I would never have DMs, Discords, private messages, anything open to the public. I've talked about this before. This is one of the main reasons for it. I have always said it was for safety. And like I said, it's for safety mostly for me, but also safety for you all, because you should know that if anyone ever contacts you saying that they are Bubba TV24 and they are doing it in a private message, you should immediately delete that message because it is not me. That is someone who is pretending to be me to try and get something out of you. So just know that going forward, I will never contact you privately. Roblox has been continually messing up over and over again, and they don't care about our safety, apparently. I think that honestly, the best way to show Roblox that they need to be more serious, quite honestly, the only way to show Roblox that they need to be more serious is to stop playing the game. That is quite literally the only way that these people will understand, because if they aren't getting players, if they aren't getting money, then they will make changes immediately. That's how businesses work, and Roblox is no different. As someone who almost exclusively makes Roblox videos, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is for the most part. Starting very soon, because I think that it's important and probably necessary to do this, but also because I'm getting a little burnt on Roblox, a little bit burnt out on Roblox, mostly because the majority of the games that are out on this platform right now are all kind of becoming the same exact thing. This has happened before. This is nothing new. It's nothing but brain rot. It's nothing but just like terrible stuff overall. It's the same 5 games and stuff. And yeah, I am finding new stuff and like enjoying some stuff, but honestly, I've hit a point where I kind of want to find new things, right? I want to find new stuff, and I want to play different games, and I'm kind of getting a little bit burnt out on just Roblox stuff in general. So starting very soon, I'm going to be incorporating into the channel games that are not Roblox. I'm going to start pivoting away, not completely, from Roblox games. I will still do Create a Car Ride on Mondays. I'll still do Weird Gun Game on Tuesdays because those series are series that people really enjoy the most. And for me, Create a Car Ride is very cathartic because I can just yap and chat about whatever. And Weird Gun Game is just a fun show that I've been developing, and people really seem to like that as well. I don't know details yet in terms of what I really want to do, how I want to do it. I would really like to start doing at least one day a week, maybe Fridays, videos on games that are not Roblox. Something other than Roblox. Maybe War Thunder, maybe, I don't know, like I did some Battlefield stuff and it was really, really fun and things like that. I want to do stuff like that. So I'm asking you all, the community and my subs, if you have games that you want to see on the channel that are not Roblox, please be sure to let me know what ones you want to see, because that is going to help me going forward. We have our seal. The dude is fat. He is chilling. Look at that. He is a plump boy. Offroad Vehicle here. 2 levels, 7 kilometers. Zach Lomer map. And Miyoke1234 dude. There will be some changes to the channel in terms of content. We might even start doing just anything, really. It doesn't have to be like War Thunder. It could be pretty much whatever. At this point, I'm willing to try all kinds of new things, and it'll help me kind of not hit burnout. It'll let me play things that are not just, you know, Roblox. Like I might even start looking at like Fortnite custom games, custom matches, not matches like competitive stuff, but you know, they have tycoons and obbies and all kinds of stuff in Fortnite, and I might start looking at those things as well, checking those out. So if there are any game modes in Fortnite you want to see, maybe that as well. So there's all kinds of stuff that we can do here. You know, Battlefield 6 comes out in October, and maybe do some stuff with that. We'll see, right? The possibilities really are endless. It is absolutely going to hurt my channel because that sort of thing always does. But you know what? I feel like it's probably worth it in the long run. So, okay. We've been yapping about this for, well, in terms of recording, for like 20 minutes. What are your all's thoughts on all this stuff? Have you heard about it? What's going on? Let's talk about the cart rides then and what's going on here. While I yapped over the first two, those were pretty good and chill. This one is also pretty good. I'm gonna die. Yep. But it's also a good one. This one's not too bad. It's a little difficult though. It's a little difficult because I was yapping and not really paying attention during the whole thing. So yeah, that's a thing. That's my fault. Also, I mean, we're kind of late into the video now, but Weird Gun Game put out pistols. So they're now secondary weapons. So pistols that people can use, which is pretty cool. Now, how many people will actually use those is a different story. How many people actually know that they're a thing or will remember that they're a thing's a whole other thing. And since we always have to talk about a little bit of food here on the channel, I got Baja Midnight from Taco Bell the other day. It's a new Mountain Dew flavor they have, and it's okay. I think the people who made mine maybe put too much of the syrup in there that, like, you know, goes into your soda. The ratios were off a little bit there because it was thick. It was super sweet and thick. The overall flavor, I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay, but like, whew, the way that they made it was crazy thick and sweet. All right, we got ourselves an off-road vehicle. Took a little while to build it, but it looks really nice, actually. Very detailed. Jeep Sahara. Nice. Okay. Well, we'll take this one into our unicycle. City mile, 4 levels, 6.2 kilometers. I've been having issues today, and I haven't really shown it too much, but I've been having issues with loading into the different cart rides. They're like freezing up on me. It's really weird. I had this cart ride freeze up twice before I even was able to join it. I had the last one with the off-road vehicle freeze up once before I could join it. I don't know what the heck is going on. Very nice little cityscape. Says the City Mile. What's it say? Welcome to City Mile, a solo project I started nearly a year ago. Make sure to like so I can produce more, but more importantly, enjoy and good luck. Oh good. Took you a year? Jeez. You're dedicated, dude. You know, a couple car rides ago, I was complaining that I watched the first Hobbit movie and how it was like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, this is awful. Yeah, so I watched the second Hobbit movie the other day. Holy crap, that was even worse than the first one. How did it get even worse? Like, I'm not even a super stickler in most cases for like staying 100% accurate to the book and stuff like that. I don't even really, I mean, as long as it's good, I don't really care, but good grief, this wasn't even good. Look, I'm not gonna say no to Evangeline Lilly showing up because I think she's really pretty and I like her. Dang, dude, you made a whole new elf character so that she could fall in love with one of the dwarven characters, just so that there could be some sort of romantic tension between her and Legolas's father. Why is this a thing? Why does it exist? Man, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I know what they were thinking. They were thinking, hey, how do we take this 280 page book and turn it into a 3-movie series that I don't even think it takes 6 hours to read the book, but it's going to take 6 hours to watch this series. Look, you get 2 different types of Bubba. There's the Roblox is going crazy and like putting children at risk Bubba, where I get mad because like the last thing I want is for kids to be, you know, I don't know, groomed or like, you know, put into terrible, compromising, life-threatening and life-altering situations that they'll never like mentally fully recover from. There's that Bubba, and then there's also the Lord of the Rings is the best movie series ever, and also like don't mess with perfection sort of Bubba when it comes to the Hobbit. Teleport? We did it. Nice. Thank you for playing my cart ride, and I hope you enjoyed. I spent a lot of time on the project, so I would really appreciate a like, and I will create more cart ride in the future, so look out. Anyways, bye guys. Hey, very good official Rack Talk. You did a great job, and we have ourselves Unicycle. I love it. New official cart. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, pretty heavy video, pretty heavy topic, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I've been BubbaTV24, and I am signing out.